8 or 24?
Number 8. 24 was more challenging.
It's Monday, so that means 3 things. 1, I'm not your MCM. 2, it's a Mamba Monday. And 3, it's time for the 24 podcast. How you guys doing? I'm your host, the product of poverty's environment, the Pope Chuck Paul. Whew. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I hope you guys are looking forward to enjoying this holiday weekend. Excuse me. Episode 100. 100 shots, that's right. This is the 100th episode. Like I said, no confetti, no champagne. We ain't there yet. I know it's a 100 episode. Maybe when we get to 150, I'll be more celebrative, But I'm happy. I'm committed myself to this podcast for this long, 2 years. And when you're not, really seeing, how can I put this, money from it so far, and you're still going, it's cool, because I have a little cult following, second motherfuckers, whenever I post some stuff on here, they hit me back, we'll converse about it. Maybe the next episode I might talk about that also, But yeah, man, 100 episodes, that's crazy. But I know we're not gonna talk. You don't want to hear about my 100 episodes and what I got planned later for the podcast. I'll talk about that after these 2 stories, because I know what y'all want to talk about. This motherfucking Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez versus Kelsey Harris. Now, I posted this on the site when it first happened in 2020. And I said I'm not going to post anything again until I get actual facts. Because all this shit is right about now, it's a bunch of he say, she say shit. When it first happened, they were saying that Tory did it, this, that, and the fourth. But he was never charged with murder or attempted murder, I believe. Just possession of a gun, reckless endangerment, stuff like that. I wanted the facts to come out. I don't want to pick a side and whatnot and say, throw them to the guillotine. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the time, people are to jump on things too early, and they pick a side, and they have to apologize and recant statements and whatnot. We're gonna talk about people recanting statements soon. And I don't want to be that guy, because whenever there's a situation where it's police brutality, we want to judge people right away. Or when it benefits us, let's wait to see the facts first. Innocent till proven guilty. And it's just crazy that so many people want to see him guilty. Now, I would like for him to be innocent, but if he's guilty of it, then he's guilty of it. Let him do his time and go to jail. But I'll also say this. I would rather if it comes out that Kelsey is the actual shooter, I would rather that, because society's going to be easy on her. They'll say, well, look what Meg did to her, this, that, and the fourth. They'll forgive her within a year. Tory, they're going to burn him. They're going to burn him at the crosses. They're trying to do at least. And we'll talk about some of the evidence and lack of statements so far. So far, the DNA on the gun was tested by DNA experts, and this is Tory Lanez's DNA was not found on the gun magazine, and also DNA on the gun was inconclusive. But women's DNA was present. And in another post, it says, Tory Lanez leaving today after jurors heard recordings of Kelsey Harris' September interview with prosecutors. We'll talk about that too. And defense called their DNA expert out of order. He agreed with LAPD that DNA on the gun was inconclusive after Tory, but said would have expected conclusive for someone who fired at least 5 times. Meaning that if he shot her X amount of times, his DNA would be on the gun. Now about Kelsey's September interview. Pretty much she described in detail what happened that night. Tory calling them bitches and hoes, dragging Kelsey out the car by her hair. She was asking Meg should she go to the hospital. That's at the 4th. They was asking her that she remember saying that her and Meg was fighting. She said, I plead the 5th. She asked for immunity. And she said she lied about damn near everything that she had said in the previous interview. And then they reminded her that immunity does not protect you from perjury. So what's going on here? Did she really shoot Meg? That Meg forgave her and they were going to turn the tables on Tory? Was Tory trying to protect Kelsey from taking the fall for it, or what? They also said that they have a witness who will say that Kelsey is the shooter, which is interesting. And Kelsey was saying that she might have got into a fight with Meg, or she might have just bumped into her. She can't really recall. She's really stressed out over this stuff. Like, she was really just denying everything. And, you know, when this first happened, you know, she was saying, I can't wait to speak my truth. And then it also comes out that she was fucking with Tory also. And Tory was fucking with Meg behind her back. And then also come to find out that Kelsey is married to a record label exec who works for the company that's suing Meg. So it's a lot of crazy, nasty shit going on. And I've been watching a lot of Law and Order lately. And it's funny to me that a lot of women say they watch Snapped, True Crime, First 48, all these shows and whatnot, and they're saying, what's the relevance of knowing her sexual history? Motive. All this stuff is relevant. Even Meg's boyfriend, Partisan, says he's embarrassed about her sexual history being public. I don't think he's embarrassed about being with her and that coming out, just embarrassed that like that's coming out to the public. Nobody want to know who she's sleeping with unless it has something to do with the case, and this does have something to do with the case. You know what I'm saying? It's like we've seen what happened with Juicy Smollett when he had everybody except for me believing that he was really lynched at 2 a.m. in freezing cold Chicago on his way to get a Subway sandwich. So who knows? One thing we do know is Meg did get shot. But who shot her? Tory or Kelsey? That's what the fuck we need to know. 'Cause this is just making no goddamn sense. And also, Meg's former bodyguard is supposed to testify in court, and he's nowhere to be found. They're saying he's missing, but I read that he's actually at the World Cup. He should probably be back this week or some shit like that. And the funny thing about this situation too, I remember Shade Room posting a video, maybe like a few days or a couple weeks after the situation with Meg and Tory. Meg and her bodyguard Justin was in the pool, drunk, and Meg was trying to snatch his gun out of his holster. I heard she gets really crazy, pissy drunk. Personally, like I said this before, they're all stupid. They're all young, dumb, with money. They just had one really crazy night, and they they probably regret. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Hopefully this shit is over soon. We waited 2 years for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking this shit might end up being a mistrial or thrown out. But Kelsey might go to jail for perjury. and we sticking to the script. We staying in the motherfucking courts. I don't even think I posted this on the website because I didn't want to. I don't like posting my people going to jail, this, that, and the fourth. But this YSL state RICO case is very interesting as well because I want to get the exact numbers correct when talking about this case. Hold on. It's a 56 count indictment. I said indictment. Not Dykeman or a dyke man, but whatever. Yeah. It's a 56 count RICO, 88 page indictment. Oof, man. Of course, the head guy, they want to get Young Thug, you know what I'm saying? And Gunna was also arrested in that as well as the co-founder of YSL, Mark, I forgot exactly his exact name, but known as Lil Duke. So earlier this week, Gunna pled guilty in Alford plea, which is pretty much like a guilty plea, but in his specific plea, it can't be used against anybody else in the trial. So people are saying he snitched. He didn't snitch. Well, in my opinion, everyone has their opinion. You got guys who were fighting for their lives, caught with a nickel bag of weed with motherfucking free lawyers given to them by the state, public defenders, talking about shit like this. This is another level. These guys got $1 million lawyers. All right, so I'm gonna go through a couple little facts and whatnot about this goddamn case. So, after Gunna was released, his lawyer felt the need to post a statement saying that Gunna didn't make a statement. Let me read it for you and post it right here. When I became affiliated with YSL in 2016, I did not consider it a gang, more like a group of people from Metro Atlanta who had common interests and artistic aspirations. My focus of YSL was entertainment, rap artists who wrote and performed music that exaggerated and glorified urban life in the black community. While I have agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements, have not been interviewed, have not cooperated, have not agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in the case, and have absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial process in any way. I have chosen to end my own RICO case with an Alford plea and end my personal ordeal by publicly acknowledging my association with YSL. An Alford plea in my case is the entry of a guilty plea to the one charge against me, which is in my best interest, while at the same time maintaining my innocence toward the same charge. That's what a Alford plea is. I love and cherish my association with YSL Music and always will. I look at this as an opportunity to give back to my community and educate young men and women that gangs and violence only lead to destruction. Now, let's be clear. We all knew YSL was a gang. There's nothing that motherfuckers didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. We knew that. The folks is trying to say, like, well, he's a snitch for that. You know, he shouldn't have said anything, this and the fourth. But let's be clear. Gunna's one charge Gunna had, I believe, is just from him being in the car, and there was a couple guns in there. And I believe he was arrested for that before, and he bailed out. He got knocked again for it. And also, after the statement of the statement, his lawyer posted this: Gunna did not snitch to get out of jail. He has said nothing and is not cooperating. His plea statement cannot be used in court against any other defendant, so please stop spreading lies. Which is true. It's crazy because you got all these Facebook and Instagram paralegals trying to solve the Meg, Tory, and Kelsey case and try to solve this case. What he said can't be used against anybody else. Just leave that alone. But also, Like I said, co-founder Lil Duke and one of the artists, Slime Life Shorty, took plea deals also. And I just read you guys Gunna's statement. Then Young Thug's lawyer made a statement. He was on being interviewed on 11 Alive. I believe it's a news channel in Atlanta. And according to an interview at 11 Alive recently, he said that Young Thug is just an easy target. Still explained. So somebody gets arrested and gets in trouble and they want a deal. Law enforcement officers are all too eager to say, well, tell us about Mr. Williams. Is he involved in this? What do you know about him? That's the problem with this case. It's coming from the word of people who are getting deals to say, yeah, he was there, or I saw him around, or he gave the order, or I heard from someone else. He gave the order. That's what this case is about. Oh, you're not going to hear any confession of Jeffrey Williams. Interesting. Now, Slime Life Shorty, I believe an artist on YSL, he said this: yeah, I'm home. Ain't have to snitch to get here, dickhead. I admitted Young Slime Life was a gang because it ain't illegal for no group to be a gang. Look it up. That don't hurt nobody. Anybody could be a gang. Plus the founder already admitted it's stupid. What I supposed to say if a founder admitted it? What I didn't do was say, yes, it's a fact. People in YSL commit crimes like murder and extortion. Know nothing about that. What? Well, you'll see it like you see it. Like the motherfucker can't barely read it right, I guess. But yeah. Slime, Lil Duke, co-founder of YSL Records, he said, yeah, it's a gang. He pleaded out. I believe he's gonna do his time on house arrest, 10 years on house arrest in his crib in Atlanta. Not bad. I'm gonna post the indictments down here so y'all can view them. You can see everybody's charges and whatnot. But yeah, this shit is getting crazy, man. It's getting crazy. You got Gunna's lawyer making a statement saying that my client isn't making a statement. You got Young Thug's lawyer making statements about people who are making statements. And then you got Slime Life talking about, I ain't make a statement, but here's my statement on the statements. Find something legal to do, man. But what do y'all think? I say this: if Thug ain't say they ain't snitch, then they ain't snitch. You know what I'm saying? And even Young Thug's sister went online and was talking about it, saying, hey, y'all gotta stop calling people snitches, this, that, and the fourth. This is not what's going on. Y'all don't even know what's going on in this case. Just fall back, please. You know what I'm saying? And also, all the evidence, I believe, is not going to be used. Well, all the evidence that was found in the raid of Young Thug's crib will not be used in this case as well. And once that was found out, I think that's when, or like you start seeing a lot of the pleas come out. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see about that. This is a state RICO, from what I've heard. A state RICO is a lot easier to beat than a federal, but the feds can easily pick this up also. And I believe, I don't know the woman's name who had put this case together, who's trying to use their lyrics in court as well. I think it's gonna really look bad on her if she fucks this up. This could be like the beginning of the ending of her career, and she tried to build it off the back of some blacks, which is crazy. And like I said before, man, motherfuckers is guilty, then hey, guilty, do your time. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You know, you knew what you were getting yourself into. But if they're innocent, free them men. You know. But as I'm filming this, these guys are in court right now. Well, at least Tory and Megan, I believe, because that's on the West Coast. Thug is gonna start trial in January. You know what I'm saying? And what's also crazy, Gunna was gonna do a giveaway at Walmart, $100,000 giveaway for needy families for the holidays, and they canceled it. I don't know if they feared something was gonna happen, you know, because he's out of jail. He fear of retaliation. People might think he's a snitch, this, that, and the fourth. But a lot of families missed out on a great opportunity that he was presenting to them. So, yeah, man. That's with that case. And the thing about it is, I was not really focusing or following these cases until a week ago because I wanted to wait till shit actually got into motion. I didn't want to get into no rumors. I wanted the facts. What was said in court, what was not said in court, you know what I'm saying? And this Meg shit is crazy. You know, I'm happy she's alive though. We're still trying to figure out if it was actual bullets in her feet. Kelsey was saying that she was shot, but then she was saying that her team, Meg's team, said that she stepped on glass. You don't know what to believe, man. You don't know what to believe. But she was twerking the next day. So hey, we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, man, 100th episode. I was gonna do that story time about the roommate from hell, but I think I might save that for the third season premiere. Let me think. When should I come back? Oh, what better day? You know what? Season 3, January 16th, MLK Day. Why not? Why not? It says. I think I'll cook something up special for the episode. You know, I was thinking about maybe messing around with the intro. New visuals, maybe new music, you know what I'm saying? My son got some, I listened to his SoundCloud, he got some shit on there. I hit off the other day like, yo, why you stop? Because I want to focus on my video. I was like, yeah, you know, you can do both. You can put your music in your video. You can multitask. You know what I'm saying? I really want to tell that story. But it's like, I don't want to glorify me like yoking somebody up who's soft, you know what I'm saying? But the motherfucker who was soft was getting loud. And yeah, I don't know if he thought I was pussy or something like that, but that's a whole other story that I'm going to save for January 16th. Definitely gonna get back into some more interviews for the TKO show. Definitely still looking to try to branch out and put somebody on and put out some new content. I was gonna do something with someone earlier this year, but they flaked. You know what I'm saying? So that's out the window for now, at least. We'll see what happens next year. But yeah, man. Oh, and I got a dope tee I'm working on for when the pod comes back next year. It's gonna be a Laker inspired tee, a Kobe inspired tee, you know what I'm saying, just in time, you know what I'm saying, for the third season, episode 101. Yeah, man, I just can't wait. You know, I take this time to be more creative, get to come up with some more things to do. I'm gonna have more lower thirds. I might even start adding chapters so you guys can skip to different sections and shit. I'm gonna fully open back up the web store, you know, next year as well. Yeah, man, I got a lot of things I was doing last year. I'm gonna bring back up for next year. More drops in the shop, more content. I was thinking about doing 2 episodes a week. That might be pushing it, but definitely check out the shorts as well. Follow on TikTok at TKOMG.net, Instagram TKOMG.net, Facebook TKOMG.net, Twitter TKOMG.net, Snapchat TKOMG.net, everything TKOMG.net. And feel free to always share this shit with some of your friends. If I say some crazy shit you want to share with your homies, share it with them. Keep this shit growing. I'm at 181 subscribers. I should be at least 5 or 6 by now. So keep it going. Keep sharing. Thank you guys. I love you motherfuckers. Before I let go, today's actually the first day of Hanukkah too, which is crazy. So happy Hanukkah to all the record label execs. Happy Kwanzaa to all the rappers. And happy holidays to everybody else. Yeah. I think I'm gonna get out of here. Like I always say, like, share, subscribe, comment. God is good. God is great. Thank God my paper's straight. I am the Pope Chuck Paul. Peace out. Enjoy your weekend, motherfuckers.